tree. The 5 foot and the 6.5 foot are just perfect, and I want you to know that you're going to get them home starting at 6 easy payments of $24.83. And this, by far, the Noble Spruce, is the most popular tree that we bring to you from Bethlehem Lights. It is 50% off the QVC price, which is awesome. You know, this is the time of year where if you go out to the marketplace, the trees are all full price, and then you wait until the day after Christmas to try and find something and it's all picked over. We don't want to do that to you. We give you 50% off right now when you're most excited to shop.
It's so true. And
Like,
how
go try
perfect.
finding that someplace else.
Right, and think of all the places. I love also suggesting that you put the 5 foot up on a table like we did here in the back.
Amazing.
Like you mentioned, 5 foot or 6.5 foot are what we have available, and it comes in clear or multi. This tree, you know, I'm very passionate about this tree, Sandra, because it's a beautiful tree. It is the Swift Lock technology, which means that it goes together really easily. It also has really awesome functions to it. You get a 10-foot remote that is actually corded to the tree so you don't lose it.
Oh, that's good.
It does a glisten feature and it does a twinkle feature too, which is just really fun. You can see there it is on the twinkle, and then I'm going to put it onto the glisten, which is a softer phasing mode.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that nice? And also it has a 4, 6, or an 8-hour timer. So I love all the
Oh,
different
gosh.
lighting options.
I've spent so much more on Christmas trees over the years that don't have timers.
Exactly. So it's
In fact, I would say most of them don't.
Exactly. It's very difficult. And this also is incandescent lighting. And I mention that because the incandescent bulbs are the ones that we remember from our childhood.
Right, so it's more of a warmer light, not that kind of bright white blue light.
Exactly. It
This
has
is
a
warmer.
nice soft glow to it, and they're just beautiful trees. Also, these trees have 60% of the tips, the greenery on them, are the molded tips. And what that means is they actually took a real tree and made a mold out of it to get these beautiful,
Oh, that's cool.
crush-resistant greens.
So again, here are your choices. You just need to decide, do you want the 5 foot or the 6.5? So here's your 5.
Yeah.
Here's your 6.5.
Let's step
and
back
then,
here.
yeah, and then you just need to also decide, do you want it in that beautiful clear, which is the warm look of an incandescent bulb, or do you want it in that traditional multi? I want to show you the breakdown on Easy Pay. You're getting it home at the 5 foot, 6 easy payments of $24.83. Now, I really want you to look at that. Retail value, no joke, $386. You get it home for under $25. The 6.5, retail value $537. If you've been shopping at high-end stores, you're looking for the best, you know that that is a spot-on retail value. We're doing it for 6 easy payments of $34.83. Now, here's the catch. These are the 2 sizes we have left. This is all we have left, and when they're gone, they are really gone. So you don't have to wait until the day after Christmas to try and find a tree. A lot of times this is the time of year where people are thinking, oh, you know what, this is gonna be the last year I put up my old tree, and after Christmas I'll find something new for next year. You know what, get the new now at the clearance price.
It's
and enjoy
amazing.
it. Yeah.
Now I'm holding here just an ugly looking nest. And the reason I brought this is I want to show you that this is typically what you're used to seeing underneath of your Christmas tree. A jumble of a bunch of different extension cords that come down to the bottom. But you don't need that with the Swift Lock technology, and with the way that the power is in the pole, you don't have to worry about that. I'm actually going to put the tree together to show you how easy it is to do, Sandra.
Okay.
And this is the 6.5 foot, and the 6.5 foot, one of the great things about it is no one piece is too heavy. The middle section is the heaviest at 16 pounds. So it doesn't
great,
weigh-
okay.
And the 5 foot, the whole tree weighs 20 pounds.
Oh, that's
now,
awesome.
I'm going to just hand you the remote, if you don't mind
sure,
there.
my pleasure.
And then I'm going to set this in here. And what I need to do then, once I put it in, is I'm going to just tighten those bolts at the bottom that make it nice and secure so that it doesn't move. And then if you want to go ahead and turn it on, you can see the power. There you go. So it lights up immediately, and I love that the branches are all hinged. I'm going to show you as I pick up each one. Notice that it falls into place that you don't have the lights tethered together, so you don't see that mess of wire that goes around.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my next section, and what you do is you line up the arrows and then you twist it into place. It's as simple as that. So, as I set that in there.
Oh, and I can easily see the arrows.
You can
and you'll
see
those
the
when you
arrows.
get them home too.
Exactly, and then I'm going to twist it in, and then it goes right into place.
Oh my gosh, look how pretty this
and
already
lights
looks. You
up.
haven't even judged it yet.
Exactly. And when you first set it up the first time, you're going to want to go around and you're going to want to straighten out the branches. And I mention that because, you know, when that happens, then it has actually that memory wire, which is really nice because then that will actually hold its shape. And then there's our last piece.
Okay.
As I twist that on, it lights up and you can see.
Oh, Christmas tree.
So
I cannot believe this price. I mean, you're talking about getting the 6-foot home for $34.83 on 6 easy payments. I'm telling you, if you're not sure, you're thinking, should I wait? If you want this tree, please don't wait because it's going to sell out this season and we will not be bringing it back. But take a look around, comparison shop if you'd like on your, if you have your smartphone in your hand or your iPad, see what good trees go for. This is really a top quality tree. We're doing our 50% price before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Why wait till December 26th when you can get it home before Thanksgiving at 50%
Exactly.
off?
And this is also a great tree to put in a lot of different places. Maybe you've been thinking about adding that second tree to the dining room or even in your family room.
Yeah, a lot of people have living rooms and family rooms.
Yeah. And this is 6.5 feet. So the 6.5 feet is the measurement from the floor to the top. So if you have an 8-foot ceiling, that'll give you an idea. Gives you room at the top for
like
a tree
star,
topper
angel,
too, or an angel. Yes.
Well, I have only ever had one tree, and then a few years ago, I have 2 girls. Every year they make ornaments. Every year I buy them ornaments. We were actually getting too many ornaments, and I said, you know what? Let's put our family tree in our family room. And then we'll do a fancy tree in the living room.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll tell you, the day I did that, I thought, well, I've really arrived.
Right? It's so true.
And then I just got some kind of inexpensive ornaments and did like a fancy tree. And it's so nice because my children really take ownership over the smaller tree in the family room and they love it. So I don't know, doing that made me feel really happy. I love being able to see the Christmas tree from all over the house. But that doesn't mean that that's what you need to do. If you live in an apartment or maybe you've downsized and the idea of putting up a giant tree is no longer appealing, the 5-foot is perfect. It's still a beautiful tree. A lot of times small trees are not made with the same quality. This is the most popular style from Bethlehem Lights, and we have it at 5 and 6.5 foot.
Yes, and also don't forget that it has that timer feature with that remote, and that it also, I've not seen anything out there in the marketplace that does that glisten and that twinkle with incandescent lighting.
And I love the timer.
The timer feature too is just so perfect.
I mean, a timer with a remote control, boy, does that beat needing to string the lights yourself, and then every time you wanted to turn it on, climbing under the Christmas tree and trying to pull it.
There's so many things that we forget, because I'm so used to having an artificial tree, because I'm actually allergic to real trees. So as soon as we realized that, we stopped doing a live tree. But there's so many benefits to it. Number one, you don't have to worry about watering it. Number two, you can put it up now or at Thanksgiving and not worry that it's going to look wilted or start to turn brown or have all the pine fall off of it.
I like artificial trees because anymore, when you look at this, first of all, they look real. And second of all, I don't like to find pine needles in March when I'm vacuuming, and I think, well, I've vacuumed 100 times since Christmas. Why are there still pine needles? All kinds of things. I have animals in the house. We have 2 dogs. I don't want a natural tree in the house. I'll get my fragrance from my Valerie Parr Hill natural wreaths and keep the tree artificial. They're also easy to store. So this is a really nice, manageable size. My in-laws sold their house and moved to Florida, and they're loving life. They probably don't want a giant tree anymore, right?
Exactly.
So 5 foot and I'm sorry, 5 or 6.5 foot, perfection. 6 easy payments of just $24.83 or 6 easy payments of $34.83. Let's take a look at what makes this tree really top end quality.
Well, you're seeing it right there, how simple it is to put together. And it's because of that ready shape technology. This is made of a really heavy duty steel. So that means that the branches are going to fall into place nicely for you and they're going to stay well. It's also really well layered, you can see. And that's how you put that Swift Lock together. You put it on, you twist it into place, you line up the arrows and then you twist it on and it goes right into place so nicely for you. And you can see how beautiful the foliage is, those realistic molded tips. Plus you get that timer feature with doing the glisten or also the twinkle feature. It's just all around
awesome.
Such an
it's
awesome
so good.
tree.
It is so good. So if you want it, I got to tell you, it's very, very popular. This is a good news, bad news scenario. First of all, I'll give you the good news first. You are getting this at 50% off before even Black Friday. You do not have to go out December 26th or December 27th hoping to find a 50% off tree so you have it for Christmas 2017. You have it right here at 50% off. Enjoy it this year. Don't go out to the malls and the stores trying to find something. We're giving you the good value now. That's the good news. There is a catch though, there is some bad news. This is all we have, and when it's gone, it really is gone. Now, we're not going to stop bringing Bethlehem Lights trees, and we probably at some point will do another 5 and 6.5 foot, but this particular model, at this price, this is all we have left.
Yeah, and you know, we're seeing the 5 foot. And
No pressure, but I just want you to get what you want.
I love the 5 foot tree because there's so many great ways to decorate with it. Maybe you have a foyer, but you don't have a 2-story foyer. Yeah. You could use this in your foyer on a table, like we've done back here. Do you want to walk back here for just a second?
Actually, yeah, my foyer is actually like a lower foyer.
Right, so this works out perfectly for you. Doesn't take up a really large footprint, but you have that beautiful tree in your foyer welcoming your guests.
But if you do have one of those giant foyers on a table, this is, you know, my sister's an interior decorator and she always talks about how if you have a big space, you need big scale.
Yes.
Like to put the 5 foot up on a table as you walk into the foyer, now that's a wow, and it'll look like an interior decorator came to your house.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's an amazing look, right, on a table?
It's so beautiful. And also you can use these in a child's room. You could use these flanking your front door inside of your house because they're 5 feet.
And going at this price. You know, at the regular price, I might say, how realistic is that on your budget? Well, not that I presume to know what your budget is. I'm kind of speaking for myself. You know, gosh, you know, I don't know. Am I going to just start buying trees to put them in the foyer? But truly, at this price now, 6 easy payments of under $25 for the 5 foot, suddenly having a really great quality tree just became so affordable.
It's really true. And that allows you to put it in a lot of different places where maybe you wouldn't have thought of before, like in your bedroom. Oh, if you put this onto the, get the remote here. You can put this onto the glisten feature, and it's so soft and warm. You could use that as a nightlight in a bedroom. And then with the timer feature, it's going to turn off automatically. Yeah. You know, there's just so many great ways that you can decorate with these. Even if you have a larger dining room, you could do 2.
Or how about, you know, some of my dear friends live in smaller apartments in New York, and the tree, like my friend Johnny, the tree always takes up most of his living room. Like, I got to tell him about this because this is really, like, if you have an apartment, what a beautiful way to have a tree. And you don't have to like try and move all your living room furniture into your bedroom for the season.
Sandra.
It really is such a perfect price. Take a look. So retail value $386. No joke, we are doing it on 6 easy payments of under $25. For that 6.5 foot, retail value $537. Easy pay, 6 easy payments now of just $34.83. Really popular. Let us know if you want the 5 or 6.5 foot, and if you want the clear and the multi. Rachel will be back a little bit later with the Kringle Express. How cute, right? Take a look at the Mercury Glass holiday characters. I love them.